Sounds lovely, Chester.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. I hope you know, Chas and Mr. E's gonna keep that in this episode.
Oh, damn it. I thought we were still bullshitting. I didn't know we were ready.
Yeah, nope, we're jumping straight in.
Alright, move my keyboard back over here now.
You're forgetting we never prepare for these episodes. We just wing it.
That's true.
That is absolutely
Professional wingers.
Yes. Yes.
No flying.
Right.
Alrighty, boys. So do you want to know what this episode is about?
War crimes.
No.
drugs.
Drugs.
Save that for a later episode, okay?
Drugs for a later episode.
No, but we are gonna do.
Get your LSD in there.
We are doing
No.
World War II conspiracy theories. Okay, and how the game's gonna go is that I'm gonna give y'all a conspiracy theory, and you guys gotta give me an argument as to why I should believe that this is real.
Oh,
Are we getting three different
hold on.
ones?
Let me get set up on this one.
Are we doing 3 different ones?
I'll just go into
I
that.
got 4, and then if y'all manage to tie, I got a bonus round or a bonus theory that'll give you guys double points.
I will say this: there is one other dude in this call that knows me and my knowledge. I will stand for it. And I know I'm going to be butting heads with a certain someone. Hold on a minute, let me actually.
Oh,
Fix
wait a minute. Is
my-
that bucket chocolate milk?
Yes,
Jackson,
it's empty now.
Damn it! Now he's gonna go get the chalky milk.
Hey, I have my chocolate milk. I have my daily dose of chocolate milk, and especially.
He slammed that shit on the desk. He was like, I got it. Chuck.
And that brings us to the anime segment.
No. All right.
Chucky milk.
Yeah, mine's empty.
All right.
Oh yeah?
So,
Gatorade. Oh no.
uh-oh.
You'll see it right there.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Okay. Episode?
Yes,
You're gonna
episode.
leave that in the floor, Nathan?
Episode.
Fine. I'm just gonna get here in a minute, so we're trying to start the damn episode.
Oh my
You
gosh.
wanna get nitpicky.
All right.
That's my job.
So we'll go youngest this time.
Hey Chaston, how's your day going? No, I'm just kidding.
God.
I'm done.
Can we please start the episode?
Yeah, Jacob, you're the youngest. Go.
Yeah, you're the youngest. You're going first.
Okay, so
Oh,
think
wait.
of this.
Wait. I gotta give you your
What am I
theory.
reading?
I gotta give you your
Oh,
theory.
I was just gonna make one up.
Well, I gotta get.
Free balling.
We'll say that for
Stalin, Churchill, and FDR was in a thruple.
You know, I call it clarify with Churchill and Stalin.
Okay. Theory. There is a secret
Hey.
Nazi. About to have an aneurysm. Oh my god. Let me say the theory. For the love-
Nathan, can't you let Oh no, Chaston. Can't you let Colby get to his episode, Chaston?
My milk, leave me alone.
Okay, there is a secret Nazi base in Antarctica. Go ahead. Give me your argument,
Go,
Jacob.
Jacob.
Do you not believe there is one there?
No,
You don't believe there's one in there?
no, I don't.
You don't?
I
Well,
don't.
let me tell you. I'm gonna convince you. I'm not gonna convince you. Actually, I'm just here to spill the truth.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The truth that everyone knows, everyone needs to know, and nobody sheds the light on this, is that there is, in fact, in Antarctica, a Nazi base. Where do you think Germany gets its ice from?
Okay.
I mean, come on. Germany, you can't look this up and prove me wrong. Germany did not have ice before the 40s. There's no evidence of that. There's no evidence provided by, the Wikipedia article that I read that said .gov at the end of it, and it said parentheses, type, this is real, parentheses. You know, who more can you not trust than Wikipedia? I mean, it did say parentheses it was real. So that and this.
Argument.
I can't.
Mystery muted me.
Oh, what the heck?
What?
I was wondering. Neither one of you were speaking. I didn't hear either one of you. Anyways.
Okay, but back to what I was saying.
Oh.
Mystery doesn't like you,
I would
Chaz.
like to get out what I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay, so anyways, we all know that everything I just stated is factually true, and there's no one here who can deny it.
Other way,
So-
Chaz said.
All right, so this base, they have their ice there. They need the ice, because little do you know, everyone uses steam. And where does steam come from? Water. How do you make water? With ice. So they had a Nazi base in the Arctic. So that way they could have their steamboats and their steam tanks. Because, I mean, everyone says fossil fuels. I don't believe in fossil fuels, that they just can't exist. Like, come on. Getting gas at a gas station? Come on. I mean, let's be real here. You know what I mean? Does that make sense though, Colby? Like, come on. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you must be one of those flat Earth people. I mean,
Okay.
where else?
Okay, Chastity,
Where else?
give me your argument, Chastity. Give me your argument.
My argument
Yes.
for a Nazi base in Antarctica.
Yes.
So Jacob gave you a pretty solid argument because I can't say anything otherwise to it because I will be stopped.
No, because it's true.
Just like the books.
I mean, Mr. E intervened himself to prove I was right. That's all I'm saying.
If that's the way
That's-
you interpret that, yeah, sure.
I wonder what acts of God and deals devils
Let's-
you're taking.
Okay. All right.
So, Antarctica, like we all know,
Mm.
is just another way of saying somewhere really cold. Because Antarctica doesn't exist. It's not a continent,
Wait.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, see? Hold on. See, Jacob's onto it.
So Antarctica is a conspiracy itself?
Yes.
So
It's a
where's this
double
Nazi
layer
base at?
conspiracy sandwich.
Oh, God. Well, wait, you believe it?
Yeah.
Wait, do you believe there's a... Wait. Is this like a double negative? You don't believe Antarctica exists, but you do believe that there's a base in Antarctica, so therefore you can't believe that a base is in...
Don't be breaking apart my fucking conspiracy, bro. So, Antarctica,
Oh, that...
not real. The Nazis, they actually didn't exist. They were just Russians with lederhosens on.
Okay.
Wow.
That's why Russia
That-
went into that recession because they were putting all the money into this puppet state that they called Germany. But it was so gross, they called it Germ Many.
Oh my God.
That's a pretty solid
He's a
argument.
genius.
That's a pretty
That's
solid
my
argument.
argument.
I think I've been converted.
Good.
Nathan.
I still
Now
believe.
you know
I
the
still
truth.
believe. I still
Okay.
believe the steam comes from Antarctica.
Okay,
But
Jake,
I will say
Jake,
you
Jacob,
give a valid argument.
Jacob, are you done talking?
You know, now that you mention it,
First thing I gotta say is, I now understand who are the Doom comps who've been eating all the cyanide tablets. Now then, as don't be pointing fingers. Now then, as many of you know, the idea of a Nazi underground or underwater base in Antarctica is somewhat of a farce, but also somewhat of truth. In what matter of speaking we're telling, whether it be the fact that they are somehow just now getting ice, even though the damn thing has been, I don't know, put in since the freaking 80s. Not the 80s, 1800s. My bad. I don't want to went 80s.
The 80s?
Anywho,
Wait, so
shut
there
up.
are Nazis in Antarctica in the 1800s?
Can I
80s.
finish? I was quiet for both of y'all's. Anyway, other thing. If anything, the reason why they went over there is because they somehow found alien technology to further the research in their Wolfwampa Wunderwaffe projects, whether it be in their new designs of flying aircraft, of UFOs. Many declassified files from World War II have stated of seeing these things. Even the underground base, whether it be in Antarctica or other regions around the world or in Eastern Europe.
Justin,
Yes,
go
you in
ahead.
the front.
I have a
No,
question.
put your hand down. I asked him first. You, yes.
Yay, me. Oh, wait, hold on. Alien tech. I guarantee you. I don't want to. I'm not trying to make a joke on this, but I guarantee you, alien technology is a part of another conspiracy theory in this list that Colby has.
Oh yes, and I'm probably gonna
Am I
heavily
correct?
go against it.
Am I
Probably.
correct?
I have a proposal, Judge.
Shush.
Can
He
can
is
we
not done yet.
explore
Hush. Order in the court.
order in the
He is
court?
not done.
Chaston, are you done?
No, I was just asking Colby, like, do we
All right,
have?
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
is there
Yeah.
the one with the alien technology?
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
So
I don't have it on
I
the
would-
list, but I just thought about that. So now that you mention it, yeah, I'm gonna have that.
there's one on there now. Anyways, I would like to explore the fact that Nathan went from his 通常のアクセントからイギリスのアクセントまで、ドイツのアクセントからイギリスのアクセントまで戻ります。Like, can we focus on that conspiracy? Nathan, where are you from? Oh my God, he's from the Arctic base.
You really want to talk with the 195,000 council of my brain? Trust me, we have meetings every Tuesday. It's very fun, especially Taco Tuesdays.
Tuesday?
Taco Tuesdays, man.
Wait, you guys get tacos served in this Antarctic base?
Well, yeah. I mean, it might be cold, but damn, we might as well get some.
I want
warm.
to join. I want to join the Nazis.
Sign some legal documentation, then we might consider you.
Mystery, blow him up. Blow him up.
All right, back to what I was saying. It was also probably because of the fact that they were trying to find suitable bases to invade Europe and United States and also other countries, just
I
at
hope.
a point where it's basically like United States, where it's basically isolated.
I hope by the third gone come German Nars. Like that's what I hope. Direct.
No, actually, don't you in my class? I had to argue entire class about that
What was it?
I've quite literally had to argue entire class led by, to be honest, a blonde, and she was dumb because going on saying the whole reason why paintings. I'm like,
Huh?
No.
that was
Wait.
mainly her argument, and the fact
What?
that
No.
the fact that
No.
the Jewish.
They're
The Jews
wrong.
quite literally just hated his art. That was his whole entire that she was saying that was his whole entire reasoning. I'm like,
Well, that wasn't his
you.
entire reason.
That's what I was about to say. That that's
Like,
not his
that
entire
wasn't his-
reasoning. That wasn't even his main. That was
You're
side. That
like-
was just dumb. That was dumb.
She's right in a very wrong way.
Yes.
She's taken one small fact, two small facts, even though they're just basically the same thing, and said that that's his main center point of his whole ordeal. I'm like, you're not going to our Cunningham class?
Learn your damn history.
Like 0.7.
All right.
Do you guys like my drawing?
All right. So, are you done, Nathan? You done with your argument?
Yes.
Okay. So, after listening to all your
Alien.
Nathan wins just because of the alien.
That's fair.
You know what?
Can't
I was about to be
compete.
mad, but then I was like, you know what?
Wait,
fair enough.
we need to keep an eye on him.
Have
He
you
might
applied to any
be-
art schools?
He might be one of them.
Wait a
Because
minute.
look, his argument had to
Just
do with
because my entire high
alien
school career,
Oh,
I went to art school, did not mean anything.
no. His entire argument them finding alien technology up there.
No, it was. Ugh. Let me
It
rephrase
was a
that.
main. It was a main point in his
Can
argument.
I spit it out without getting tongue tied?
And
Wait a minute.
he's got a picture of an alien.
That was
That's
just because I
very
got bored
good.
and decided to draw that after listening to German music for 3 hours.
He drew a portrait of his wife.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure Nathaniel is an alien. Judge, that's my argument. The evidence stands.
Oh, well, he's dead.
Oh fuck.
If he gets back up, he's an alien. If he gets back up, he's an alien.
Honestly, hurts the ribs.
Oh, he's still alive.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh,
Oh, that hurt.
Next theory. Hitler escaped
Although I
to
needed that neck
Oh,
pop. Oh.
okay.
Excellent.
good?
Next one. Go on. Don't mind me. I'm just.
Hitler
pain.
escaped to Argentina. Jacob,
There's
go
a lot
ahead.
of places he went to. There's a lot of places he
think-
could have
That was the main one.
That's the one though, isn't it?
escaped to.
It's the main.
yeah.
It's
That's the main theorized.
That's the one that I know.
That's
Well, no,
the-
I understand that. But I could honestly say that he could have gone to Argentina, then he could have gone to Australia, and then he could
Oh
have
no,
gone to
the
South
one I heard was
America.
Cuba. The one I heard
He
was
also
Cuba.
went to Cuba.
Yeah.
That's the one I heard.
That's also the one I
Well,
heard
yeah,
about,
I
too.
also heard Argentina.
This one can be this one can be a
Whatever.
group one just because of the simple fact that there are so many places. And you go to Argentina, I'll be honest with you, there is actually a community where there are some Nazis living there, and the community members know that, but they don't mess with
Well,
them
they
'cause
also
don't mess-
found a bunker with personal belongings from Hitler.
that, and also they found a bunker in Argentina that had a bunch of supplies,
Yeah.
and there was a bunker, not a bunker, but an actual U-boat subport, I think in Argentina or at a secret exit outlet from one of the tunnels underneath Berlin, and
Actually, Colby,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're misremembering your theories, because he actually escaped to New Zealand.
technically there's a theory that he went to the moon.
That's the one I'm gonna go with. He went to the moon, theoretically. He actually went to the moon. So, in
Okay.
Despicable Me. In
You getting
Despicable
your
Me.
episode?
Well, I don't know how much my
It says,
brain.
look, you reap what you sow.
I
Hey,
know.
I'm just saying this. You need to
Anyways,
reword.
You
I
have
know.
misconstrued your theory.
You should have
Hitler is
reworded
actually
this
on the
question.
moon. He is plotting his revenge. He's in a moon prison at the moment. Have you ever seen Men in Black?
Okay, no, we're not going down that route.
They proved in that movie that a moon base that is a prison for one guy exists, and he can
It
break
wasn't
out
just
at
for
any
one
moment.
guy.
That's what it was built for, though. Was mainly him.
I mean, it was just mainly
Boris
built
the
for him.
animal.
Yeah, it's just Boris.
No, prison can't hold more.
Sorry, we went to a movie skit.
Anyways, so here's how it went down. In the
Up at start.
used to lunch. Obviously in um, July 16th, 1969, a very specific day that has nothing to do with anything. Don't look the date up. Neil Armstrong is the only one who made it back alive from that mission. That's because they don't tell you what happened to him after he planted the flag.
You make it sound like the thing is there.
Adolf Hitler sprung
actually,
out of the food canister with his apple tree seeds that he had on him because he knew he was going to be doing this. And
So
he went.
you think
No. He
No.
went.
No. You think that either a handful or a bag full of apple tree seeds is
No.
going to.
He had the little pouch that you get at like Food City. You know the little
That's
pouches.
even worse.
He had those. So he took that because it's
Those
easy to
things are
put in your
already
pocket.
dead.
He had his suit on, and he went out and he killed the other guy, whatever the other guy's name was. Everyone
What did
talks
he
about
do?
Neil Armstrong. Nobody talks about what happened to the other guy. Well, he took his oxygen.
No,
He's like,
what did Hitler do? Just take a
it's like
rusty old
he's like a
Luger?
got your nose. He's like, oh, got your oxygen, and then he floats away. Um, so Neil Armstrong sees this. He realizes it's Adolf Hitler, and he's like, oh, I have to get back to the ship. I have to get out of here. I have to run before he gets back. So he runs. Neil Armstrong runs as fast as he can, which isn't very fast because we all know the moon has, weaker gravity than Earth, so you can't really like go as fast. It's kind of like trying to run underwater.
No. In all honesty, you can get zooming if you get the rhythm right.
Well, yeah, but he's the first guy on the moon. He doesn't know the rhythm.
What do you mean? You can pick up the rhythm. It's like walking.
I'm gonna ignore him. Um, God, you made
What
me
the fuck?
lose my train. Okay, Neil Armstrong is bolting back to the ship, back to Apollo 11. He gets in as fast as he can, slams the door shut as Adolf Hitler is running at him as fast as he can, which isn't very fast because we all know how the moon gravity works. He accidentally slips on some nacho cheese because where the sun is facing one side of the moon constantly, or no, where the sun is basically like in certain spots, if the sun hits there the longest, basically where the sun is about to go away, where the sun sets, basically, some of those parts have basically been heated to a sun from the sun to a point where they become liquid to a certain extent. They become soft and mushy. So he slips and falls on this cheese, and Neil Armstrong gets in the ship, gets away from him, and then runs. Basically, he gets his ship and he runs. He gets out of the moon.
Get my damn
He put the
collar
flag down, and he was gone. He bolted. And then Adolf Hitler has his apple trees, and he's like, "Yes, someday I'm going to conquer the earth." He found a Roman helmet. He put a Roman helmet on. Everyone mistakes him for Marvin the Martian from the Looney Tunes, but
I
that's
will
actually
mess you up.
lore accurate. Um, and
Ain't,
he planted apple
ain't
trees on
no.
the he planted
Ain't,
apple trees on the dark side of the moon, the side that never faces the Earth. And yeah, and he's still up there because now there's oxygen on the moon. We haven't been back there since, so
okay.
they
It,
must have really got to him. But that's it. That's the truth that
okay.
they don't teach you.
First of all, you say, first of all, there's still holes in your argument that doesn't make sense.
Just like
Where
the
are there
cheese.
holes?
He is.
There's
You
holes like
He's
cannot
not
cheese.
prove.
even.
You
He's not even Swiss
cannot.
cheese. He's Parmesan.
And yes,
It's
I'm
and
not
talking
even a
about the
structure.
moon.
to plant trees, water them without any oxygen. There's no atmosphere on the moon.
That's why the
God,
trees are there.
how is he still gonna grow the trees?
See, how's he still gonna grow a tree?
Because everyone knows that trees eat cheese. I mean, come on.
Chaston, please do the other
That's
argument,
just a fact.
please.
What was the original thing? I don't even remember.
Hitler escaped to Argentina.
I know what it.
Okay.
They
Someone went to the moon.
After that whole thing
We went to the
with
moon.
Oh,
that
that's the
guy,
truth. That's the truth, audience. That's the truth.
just please go. I'm losing brain cells by the minute.
okay. So
Go a cut above. Get out of the matrix. Prove your smarts. Hitler's still up there.
when was he?
Rah.
Never mind.
Just don't even ignore him.
Man on the moon. Need I say more? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna cry. That's what I'm gonna do.
Uh,
But so with this, right?
yeah. Yes. Hit.
After Hitler was supposedly captured or killed in his bunker by the Russians, right? It's rather he
Mhm.
killed himself in his bunker or the Russians got to him.
Mhm.
But whenever other examiners, besides the Russians, examined the body that they had, or the skull years after the fact, later we came back and deduced that it was a female skull. So it couldn't have been his. So now the question is, where is actually Hitler's body, or where is he? Theory is Argentina as the strongest argument for it. But this is the truth here, okay? This isn't a theory. This isn't an argument because it's the truth. You can't argue the truth. He
Okay.
is in Argentina. He's died in Argentina. Now there's a cult because if you notice, there's still Nazis nowadays. There's still Nazis going,
Neo Nazis.
Jew bad. See, they say that. You hear that on the TV. They go, right,
Mhm.
right. I'm not wrong.
No.
See? But it's because Hitler escaped to Argentina, lived in a bunker for the rest of his life to the ripe age of 69 because nice. Even bad guys get nice.
Okay. Okay. Is that your
That's
whole
it.
I don't know if I would
That's
give
my whole
Adolf
argument.
Hitler the words
Nathan.
dice.
Nathan.
No, I said
Go,
bad.
Nathan, go ahead with your argument.
No, okay. First off, I like to say this is going to be the cold, hard truth of the matter,
Okay.
and this kind of is going to be a follow up on Chasten's opener on the simple fact of yes, there was a actual documentation of when other analysts were able to actually get on their hands on the remains of what was supposed to be Hitler, scanned it, analyzed it, realized it's a female skull. And if anything, it was probably Hitler's wife. But anywho, to be honest, if let's just say this in all honesty, if the Russians were to actually get their hands on Hitler's either alive or dead body, do you honestly think that his remains would still be there? I'm just being honest. Do you honestly think that these
Hmm.
vodka fueled freaking psychogenic freaking zombies are not gonna freaking desecrate, demolish, turn to dust, cremate it, set it on fire? Next thing you know, it's in the bottom of the sea.
Hmm.
Just because of the fact that they had a cold, long war that shouldn't have been needed. But anywho, on to the Argentina reason why Hitler
Hmm.
could have escaped. It is the simple matter of there were so many laid plans out to actually escape, and one of Hitler actually having a doppelganger to escape going through a back hacked hatch in his bunker, going down a private tunnel, probably to a private, privately built U-boat sub bay, escaping to Argentina to a already pre-built location to start, while there's already been evidence of bunkers with supplies, memorabilia, and even some of Hitler's personal belongings. Now, if
Hmm.
he was actually there for a period of time, or he was just there to stay low, then move to another location, is a somewhat talkable possibility. But if anything, just like on how UFOs are, there is just too much evidence to actually
Again,
even
with the
consider it.
UFOs.
But
I'm
that is
pretty
my
sure.
argument.
I'm pretty sure Nathan's an alien.
If you're going to keep up with this skip bit of that, I will haunt your dreams.
Oh my god, that's something an alien would say.
No, it'd be more like I'll give you cropped circles. Also, if
But
anyone was to know if I was an alien, it'd be that man above me, considering the fact that he's seen a Wendigo and I didn't.
That's because
That's a
you were the
story.
Wendigo.
That's a story for another time.
that's for
We
a
Yeah,
could talk
future
about that.
episode.
put a pin in that.
But I will have to say this, boys. Y'all are sucking because Nathan is kicking ass. Nathan gets another point.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
No, I'm
You're
right.
wrong. You're wrong. He doesn't know the truth.
Yeah, I did.
No, he's gonna pick the most logical one, not the actual truth.
No, that's just why my brain is hardwired like that, just because I like destruction. And that was part of the history of it, so.
Well,
There goes my comb.
actually, funny y'all mentioned about the Soviets taking Hitler's body, because guess what the next theory is?
Oh my
But the Soviets
god.
took the body.
Yeah, it is.
Soviets took the body. All right, boys. Now listen.
No.
Can I just say to speed things
Listen.
along, I've already given my side argument, so y'all can skip me.
Okay.
This you'll have to give a refresher so that way
A
people with
refresher.
these people with short attention spans, they can't focus more than 3
I love
Fine.
you, audience,
seconds.
and I love the ADHD. You're looking the wrong way.
Where am I looking?
No,
Chester?
See
no,
another example of the
no.
ADHD audience.
Who?
You're looking
What?
the right way.
Anyways,
here.
okay, so
Come here.
listen. We all know.
Sure, you can.
Now, it turns out that Hitler was not actually sent to the moon by Apollo 11, as it would turn out. The moon is still
Yeah,
made of
that's
cheese.
preposterous.
The moon is still made of cheese. Okay, we're still, hold on. Blurry be gone. Okay. Now, we know that the moon is made of cheese. That's just a fact. This is just the world that we live in.
The
Now,
cheese tax.
the Soviet
the
Union,
cheese tax.
when they found him in New Zealand, because a lot of people think it's Argentina, they're wrong. It's not Argentina. It's New Zealand. They found him in New Zealand, and to make sure that he wouldn't hurt anybody ever again, they actually sent him on a one-way trip to the moon. And that's where he would spend the rest
he
of his
really-
days.
Are you
He really
committing to
trying
the
to.
moon
His,
bit?
He's,
he
he's
is,
committing to the
he
damn
is,
moon bit.
and all he has to eat for the rest of his existence is cheese. He will have so much diarrhea that he will wish he would be dead. He can just survive in space, by the way. He's like a cockroach. He just,
So they Napoleoned his ass, but to the moon?
yeah, they sent him to the moon. And he's just kind of there. I don't think he's still alive. He's probably just bones up there. Last I checked, I'm pretty sure that when Neil deGrasse Tyson went up there,
Neil?
yeah, when Neil Tyson went to the moon,
Neil Tyson.
um,
Not
yeah,
even
he saw
DeGrasse.
DeGrasse. Yeah, not even Green Tyson. You're right.
I would have died if you said Mike
No,
Tyson.
actually, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson went to the moon, and he's like, "Yeah, this kid is still here." Sorry, this kid is still here. And then he punched him one good time. Good old one Mike Tyson 1-2. He can also breathe in space. That's a common misconception that people think he can't. He can in fact live in absolute zero environments, which would consist of outer space. Because he's a lizard person, same as Mark Zuckerberg. All the lizards can do that thing that I said. And yep, that's what the Russians did. They sent him to the moon.
Justin, your argument.
Again, they sent him to the moon again because he found a way to get back, and they sent him back up there again.
So they did Napoleon him. They Napoleoned his ass.
Twice.
But yeah, so
Justin,
it's a
do your argument, please. My brain can't handle any more Jacob argument.
So the Russians, right? You know how the Russians have linen, right? Preserved in wherever they have it, right?
Yes.
I can't remember the city. I think it's.
Are you about to tell me they have his ass preserved in a freaking icebox?
They have them preserved just like linen, but underneath linen, and you pick them up like a big suit. Like you move up linen, like you pick up the board that he's on. It's a false bottom. You pick up
No.
Lenin and Hitler's down there. You could like slap him in the face or whatever because he was a bad guy. And you just go.
It's a coffin vending machine.
Yeah, you can just go beep 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 beep.
You have to. Do you still have to pay
And
the
then Hitler
dollar?
comes out. Hitler comes out, and he just goes chicken jockey, and like that's it.
No, you gotta
Mystery
pay for
Everyone,
that.
everyone thinks chicken jockeys from the Minecraft movie. It's not. It's actually what Hitler says.
Oh, okay.
So that's where that stands.
Okay.
Nathan, give you a refresher, and we'll see who wins this one.
Yeah. I gotta say, I think the moon's pulling for me. The moon is pulling most of the gravity. There's no Swiss in this argument.
All right, listen here.
On the moon.
All right, all right. So, little refresher on mine since I kind of said it back in the first part. They
To hear your
basically.
sinuses.
But anywho, one of two things happened that the Russians did. They probably, like what Chasten said, probably preserved them either to put underneath the linen or keep them as a souvenir, saying that, yeah, this guy tried to mess with us, but failed. You want to see what happened to the last guy? Here he is. Or, like in my previous one, they absolutely desecrated, messed up, burned, exploded, shot up, tore up, everything, crushed it, did everything. At this point, they burnt the ashes, they crushed the dust, and somehow still incinerated it. And let's just say he ain't here no more.
He's on the moon.
Shut up.
You and your damn moon theories.
Shut up. All right,
wait,
Colby,
hold on.
what's our next one?
Hold on, wait, I'm getting a call from Mr. E. Mr. E? Uh-huh. Man, do you really want me to give him a point? You want me to give him a point so he shuts up? Okay.
No way. No
I'll
way.
I'll give him a point.
Mystery. Come on, man.
Mr. E.
Add it in.
Yeah. I talked to Mr. E. And mainly because he doesn't want Jacob to talk anymore and hear more of his arguments, he'll give him a point.
Yeah!
I'm
The
commendable
moon.
for that.
I've never been above and beyond. I've hit the
You
moon and
are
back.
the pure definition of groove. Tonight we're going to steal. Pause for dramatic effect.
Moon.
I love that he cut out.
Yeah,
I love that too.
The-
Cut out.
you still cut out.
Still cut
I
out.
I didn't say it that time.
was like, I think he just didn't say it.
Yeah. All right. So next theory is the Nazis stolen art collections and hidden them essentially everywhere in like bunkers, all that.
Can I honestly just? I could just finish this one up easily, but I'll wait actually, because I want to hear
If you
these
got
two.
something, you can go ahead.
No. I want to hear y'all's too.
Please have to go first.
Because y'all are the youngest.
I'm old.
So am I.
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Yeah, you little baby man. Yeah, little baby. Yeah. You're so young.
Listen, just because you don't know anything about the moon,
You're still
just
looking the
because
wrong
you
way.
don't know anything
He's
about.
got the sense
Up
of Zorro.
this
Still
way.
a baby. Who's where?
Wait, that means Chasten's been looking the wrong way.
No, you've been looking the wrong way. Chasten's cheater.
I'm looking this way. Is Chasten not over here?
No, he's
No.
over there.
So Chasten's been looking the wrong way too.
No, he hasn't. Jasmine's been looking the right way.
Yeah, he's been...
No, he has not.
Yeah.
He has.
Yes, he has.
That's cap.
It's not.
Mr. E, flip my camera every single time to make it right.
Error.
Just to spite them, because I know how much you love to prove people wrong. I know how much you love it, Mr. E. Just do it. Just to spite everyone here.
There's gonna be an
Even
error.
me. Even myself.
Anyways, Jacob,
404 error.
give me your argument.
Alright. So, we all know that the Nazis hid their stuff on the moon. Now wait! Wait. Now, okay, we're not going to go through all this stuff again about the moon being made of cheese, because that is just fact, okay? We're there. What is he doing?
Hold on.
He has a mountain on the wall.
I
God, he's so
hear
close.
another moon.
I swear, Jacob, if I hear another moon
Okay.
argument,
So, listen, they hid everything on the moon because that's the easiest place to hide everything where no one can get to it. So they shot a one-way rocket there, it exploded, and sent the art everywhere, which eventually sunk into the cheese surface. Or some of it orbits. Some of it orbits the moon because the moon is very orbity. So you
Oh,
have paintings. You have
Jacob,
the Mona Lisa is actually also on the moon. So that is where the Nazis hid their stuff because what they did is they gathered up all their paintings. They put them in the food compartment. They don't have food. They don't need food for, you know, dumb art. Don't say that in front of the guy. The guy will get mad if you say that.
Justin, please add some
So
logic
they
to this.
put all the stuff.
Gonna do.
Please put
Guys,
logic.
I am speaking the truth. This is the absolute. All of my arguments have been consistent. That's all I'm saying. Their arguments haven't been consistent.
Justin, if you fact check this, you're taking mine.
No, I ain't fact checking nothing. I'm texting someone. Hold on.
Oh,
It's an important message I had to get out. Give it a few seconds. I'll get a reply. Still waiting. Oh wait, hold on.
Okay, so they shot the stuff to the moon. And the rocket was designed like Apollo 11. So that way, when it kind of blew open, it just kind of floated onto the surface.
Oh, there he is. Thank God, Mr. E. I appreciate you. I love you so much.
What was the message from Mr. E? Oh.
Oh, I told him to mute Jacob. He's still going. He's absolutely still going.
All right. Well.
Hold on, I'll text him to unmute him. I'll text him to unmute him.
Giraffes on the moon with the elephants.
All right, Chassie, your turn.
Okay, so to shorten it up.
Can we get context for what he just said?
yes. Honestly, we missed
No!
something. What is this 800-year void?
No,
you guys
no.
don't
Giraffes
get to
and
know.
elephants on the
Okay, you
moon.
guys
No.
don't deserve
No,
the
we're
knowledge.
going to
Mr. Steve actual
Chastin.
details
Okay,
here.
I'll explain
Shut
it
up.
again.
Shut up. All you, shut up. I'm the host. I swear, if you say one more word, swear to.
Okay, so that's my argument.
Okay.
Okay.
Chastin, go.
Okay. What was it for again?
The Nazis have
I'm
stolen
so
art.
baffled by the guy. The other guy's baffling me.
The Nazis
With
have
these-
hidden stolen art collections.
Okay. So Nazis, am I right, guys? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is
They're
this?
not
Airplane
cool
food?
people. They're not cool people, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
And they are just meanie heads
Yep.
that love taking part,
Yep.
right? And
Mhm.
people's lives. They're very known for that one. More the art than the lives. Well, 6 million paintings got gone. But we don't talk about other things, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to recharge. So what the Nazis did was they just go, look at this art. That's cool. I don't want anyone else to have it. And then they send it away to Argentina. So Hitler had a whole collection in Argentina, even though the fuckhead was murdered.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh.
by
Percentage of-
Martians. Not even the moon. By Martians.
All right, Nathan. While these two die, go ahead and give your argument.
I'm ready. I'm
right.
composed.
Okay. Okay. So,
Uh,
did, I repeat, did the Nazis take valuable and various pieces of art and hid them in secret stashes all across Eastern Europe, Western Argentina, whatnot? It is a yes and a also half yes.
Mhm.
I should must have said no, but mostly yes.
Okay.
Anywho,
Was that Mr. E that just texted you?
yes it was, yes it was, but we're gonna leave that for the end. Now then, now then, yes. Just because, in all honesty, Hitler was slightly jealous. This is just him being slightly jealous as a little
Oh, you're
side
blurry.
quest.
There you
no,
go.
no, it's
You
fixed.
were blurry, but it's fixed now.
As a side quest in his main quest of world domination to steal all the arts, destroy all the art schools, hide them away, and put it into his own personal museum.
Mhm.
Yes, this did happen. Yes, they started hiding some, but they failed. Hitler's dead. Not in the way you would think. I'll get to here in just a second. But there, the secret stashes were found. The art, most of the art was returned, even though good portions were
Nice.
destroyed.
Nice.
Now then, in Hitler's case, let's just say that some Martian friends of mine decided to take his ass to the moon.
Again with the Martians.
Gosh
And
dang
they had a lot of his good art pieces there. They liked it. They liked it a lot. Now they brought him to this one canvas named Hitler's Personal. He didn't know what it was until an alien blaster was put against his head.
Was it the lizard people?
No, it was the Gray Men.
Oh,
They owed me a favor.
okay.
Okay.
That's my argument.
Nathan's still a little, suspect to
He
have so many,
he
so much
is
contact with these aliens.
he is a little suspect, but he is the new co-host of the podcast, so we'll just leave it at that.
I
But
guess it's cool to have an alien friend.
but after listening to y'all's argument, Chasten wins.
I think I see the strategy here. I see the strategy.
All right. We got one more, and then we got a bonus question.
Uh-huh.
Nazis discovering alien technology.
Mystery, do the little water thing like I'm flashing back. Oh, am I going first again?
Yes, you're the
Man,
youngest.
I'm running out of ideas.
How are
Man,
you running
I'm
out of
having to
ideas?
I'm having to come up with this stuff first every time. You guys have time to think. I don't. Okay,
Called
so
improv.
listen. Okay, repeat the prompt to me again. That way I can
The
You had a
headbutt straight in.
flashback.
The Nazis had discovered alien technology.
Alien technology. They discovered alien technology, correct? That's the
Yes.
prompt?
Yes.
Facts. Okay, so listen here. What happened? Okay? And I know what you're thinking. But Jacob, how could they possibly have found alien technology on the moon when it's made of cheese? But they didn't! They found it on a little asteroid that orbits the moon. A little asteroid made similarly to like Apollo 11. It's
Hold on,
created some
hold
kind
on.
of ring.
Hold on. Time out. Chasten, who are you texting? Oh. Okay. Just making sure you're not texting Mr. E to give you a little pity points. You better
Alright,
not,
so
you better not
there's this
slide him an extra hay penny.
there is a little asteroid that orbits the moon, which is made of cheese. Cannot keep specifying this enough. It is made of cheese, okay? No, it's not rock. Stop asking me. Stop sending me bomb threats about it. Anyways, okay, so this asteroid looks a lot like Apollo 11. Somehow was launched before its time, and it had a bunch of paintings in it. And this, on this asteroid, an alien saw it, and they thought, huh, this is such a good storage for art. Let's throw all of our technology in it. But in doing so, they accidentally shoot a blaster, which causes it to float towards the Earth, shooting back down into Germany, giving them the alien technology from the moon,
Okay. Alright.
which there
Chasten,
is no more art on.
your turn.
Okay, so right, so hold on. We're talking about Nazis discovering alien technology, right?
Correct.
All right, hold on. I'm finishing up this thing. It's it's
Oh,
prep.
he was writing it down.
It's prep. No, not for
Uh-huh.
this one. It's for our bonus question.
You already know.
No, but I'm guesstimating, and I'm hoping I'm close. So, right, these Nazis, bad people, bad guys, not cool.
Uh-huh.
They they take this stuff, uh, art that they take this art and they're like stealing it and sending it to Mars, right? They're just getting rid of it.
Uh-huh.
And little did they know that they're actually responded to because the Martians were so moved. They cried, some killed themselves. They were so emotional from this art that they sent things to Germany, right? They're just like, well, it has to be from these guys, right? Because these guys are like winning the war. And this is back in like
40, 42,
1941,
43.
41, 42, around that time. So Germany was kicking ass and everyone was
Mhm.
so scared. But little did they know that Martians were like, hey, um, we're going to hang out and like give you some advice and technology. And Nazi was like, yeah, talk a shame. Like because, they're not cool guys and they're tricking these Martians. And they
Mhm.
trick them into giving them the technology. Like the printing press and the cotton gin, those alienated technology pieces.
Uh-huh.
And they use these things to not use them correctly and weaponize them. But see, if they used the cotton gin correctly, right, they would have won the war because they would have had winter clothes against Russia.
You were not wrong.
Yeah, see, the whole thing, because of that, the whole thing must be true.
They did
Okay.
lose due to that. Yeah, I agree
Okay.
wholeheartedly.
Okay. Nathan.
They
Damn. All right. Listen here. We've
Mystery, put a
announced.
campfire. Put a campfire behind Nathan. Make it look like a really cozy home, like he's about to tell us a nice story, like a Christmas story. Put some snow
I got my
if you can.
cold hot chocolate.
Yeah, see,
Once upon a time, them Nazis had originally just designed a way of going to Antarctica, of doing explorations to find new bases. But in their travels and exploring, they came across a downed alien aircraft, a UFO. And that's just not the only case. They were able to take that technology, all with all the others that they would have, whether it be their new super weapons, new air force from the Luftwaffe, or their new underwater bases in Antarctica. Not to mention their newest project in the making of that time, the Time Bell. But the Time Bell will be talked about another time, for it is more of a deep dive to any other. So in the case of Bavarian, Nazis having their hands on alien technology, possibility may vary.
Hmm. Okay.
are you from Louisiana? Are you a Louisiana man now, Nathan?
Dude, I quite literally changed. I don't know what it is. Chaston knows this. I quite literally flipped like a coin.
It's his
Almost.
alien mind chip. It's it's short circuiting.
Oh, okay.
Back
So
in the days of
What's
yore.
well, you know what should happen before we get into our
The last
final
one.
bonus?
yes.
You know where I'm going with this. So,
I
What
I
we're
saw
know
this
this
talking
is
about
episode.
now.
I know this is Colby's episode, but I really want to talk about the newest episodes that are in the second half of Egghead. Since
Spoiler alert.
no, no
Yes.
spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, you're a loser.
I was say
That's
everyone should be
true.
caught up at this point. Everyone should be caught up at this
Everyone
point.
here is, but you never
Yeah.
know people starting it and such.
What? Still,
So yeah, if you haven't seen One Piece, or if you haven't finished One Piece, or you care about what the end of One Piece is, to the point that we're at of 1125 as of now, 1126 comes out
tomorrow.
tomorrow as time of recording.
Mhm.
Um, but you have a SP catch up episode of like an hour and 15 minutes or something.
It's like an hour 30.
Yeah. And then 3 new episodes getting you up to speed on what's going on.
And the
Where you have
crew absolutely taking over.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the
And
crew
that
takes over
bit
Egghead.
of a York got what she deserved.
Can
Oh
we
yeah.
can we also talk about something? Can we talk the fact that later on in the last episode, Admiral Kitsuru sees Luffy. He's like, "Hey, Luffy, it's been a while." Luffy's like, "Nah, you catching hands," and tries to kick him in the
Yes.
face. I'm like,
He
Cuts
"What?"
was
him off mid sentence of long time no see. He didn't even get to say no see.
Yeah, no, he was cut off at the end of the sentence, like just before the last word was even finished, and it cut off for
Like
kicking him in the
exactly,
face.
it's like
It's
exactly
been
what he
2
did.
years. We're 100 times stronger. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you seen that to memorize that?
Once.
Once.
I don't believe you.
But this is the One Piece boy, though. This is the
Yes.
That's
guy.
true. That's true.
He's the
That is
reason
true.
that we all watched it.
Yes, yes. I'll let everyone know who is watching this. The only reason why uno, dos, tres ever started watching this, it's because of my psychotic ass that decided to watch it in 6 years.
I actually started watching it.
Oh, Jacob. The reason why I started watching One Piece was to get Nathan off my back. And
Yeah,
I said, I'll watch the first season
yeah,
just so
yeah.
he'll shut
Mine,
the fuck up.
mine too. Because he would not shut up
And
about
then I
it.
got addicted.
Hey,
Me
y'all
too.
don't know good anime.
I
Hey,
started
back then.
watching. I started watching One Piece because I was bored at work and had nothing to watch.
Chicken jockey.
Go ahead, bleep that from the last thing. Yeah, I dare you. Mystery. I'll fight you.
You want to throw hands with the Mr. E?
Maybe. No.
The
I'm
one.
scared. I'm scared.
He is the one.
The
He's
one,
the one who knocks.
The One Piece.
The One Piece. Mr. E is
It's
the One
real!
Piece.
No, but like the newest episodes are really fire, and I'm excited to see the next one because I hope it is Luffy fighting Kizaru. I want
It's
it so
gonna be
Okay,
it's
okay.
gonna be Luffy fighting Kizaru for at least half of it. And at the end of that fight, you know who's gonna enter in the ring.
I'm pumped to see that boy Saturn pop up.
Dude,
Yeah,
we
I'm
Saturn.
get
pumped to see
see
that dude.
an elder in action.
I wonder how fast he's gonna get there. Like, how
He's gonna
fast
be
do
an
you think he can move?
He's an 8-legged giant
He
spider. Either
hasn't
he's gonna be
moved
slow
at
and
all.
sluggish,
Okay,
or that man's gonna be hip hopping, jip jopping like a
I didn't
non-stopper.
know he was a spider.
okay.
Yes, he's a spider.
And anyways, let's talk. Let's talk for another thing. Like, yes, the elder fight's gonna be fire, but let's talk about Elbath for a minute. Who
Oh,
is
I'm
ready
excited.
for the Elbath
Elbath is
arc?
next.
It's going to I'm telling you right now, Elbath arc is going to cook.
Isn't
Mhm.
Elbath the second to last arc? Like after Elbath, they're heading to Laughtail. Well, no, they can't because now they have to fight. They have to fight Emu.
You know, I don't even think Laugh Tale's the
Oh,
last
Chasten,
arc.
you're frozen.
His camera's frozen.
You're
Oh,
frozen,
you're,
Chasten.
Mr. E froze him.
You
You know what, Mr. E, just leave him froze. No, Mr. E didn't listen to me. Why does he hate me?
Also, I finished One Piece today. I got all caught up.
Yay!
Are we
Finished
not
my
gonna talk
spree.
about what happened?
The
What
fact
happened?
that you basically
I
froze.
saw atrocities.
Huh?
What did you see?
Huh?
Never challenge mystery. I'll just say that.
Did you go into the null void?
Oh no.
He's entered the shadow realm with Mr. E.
What'd you see?
Chocolate milk.
I'm not. I can't say. He said I would die.
Drink your chocolate milk.
I'm gonna drink my chocolate. milk.
Drink your therapy, chocolate
Let's
milk.
move on from that. That's scary.
That terrified. I'm scared.
Alrighty. Now this is for the win. Whoever does the best argument wins the whole
Wait,
game.
who got the point for the last one?
Yeah,
Ja-
you got.
Chasten.
Oh yeah, Chasten did.
Chasten
Yeah.
got
No,
it.
but the fourth one, the one about the alien technology.
That was
That
Chasten.
was Chasten.
I didn't hear it then. I must have been blind.
Wait,
I gotta sip my
blind?
chocolate milk.
Don't you mean deaf?
Dude, I'm watching the screen and also hearing it with my headphones on, so I didn't see it and also I didn't hear it. So what?
Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Thank you.
So wait, that is 2 me, 1 Chasten, 1 Jacob.
No,
Mhm.
Chasten has 2. So
No, we
it's-
have 4, 2 Nathan, 1 Jacob, 1 me.
Yeah.
no. Well, you won this.
Yeah. I won the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, you won the first
Yeah.
2 rounds.
Like, I got the one after Chasten
Yeah,
won
then-
the third one.
No.
You know what? Mr. E kept the
Whatever.
score. We'll
Yeah,
just
Mr. E,
we'll-
put the score on our cameras.
No, he'll just put the
We don't-
score.
we don't know.
He'll just put the score next to me. We'll just put the score next to me. Anyways, the
Oh, my point.
Give me that back.
Ah.
But
I'm
anyway,
sorry, are you over there?
yeah, he's over there. Anyways,
You know, at this point, it's the fact that these two, if they get the point, it's going to be a tie with me.
Yep.
we'll
I think
just
we know
see.
who's gonna win this one.
We'll just see.
And that just depends on what the question is.
Yeah, what's the question?
Frank, President Franklin
Anyway.
D. Roosevelt knew about Pearl Harbor before Pearl Harbor happened.
Ooh.
He knew about Pearl Harbor?
Yes.
Inside
Of course he did.
Okay.
How could you not know? When you're stationed on the moon!
God.
joke.
How could you
God.
not
Damn
know?
it!
FDR stood on his moon base,
Mr. E,
standing
assassinate
out.
that man.
He is the only one. He is among the lizard people who can breathe in outer space. Similar to Mike Tyson.
So you're saying that he's a lizard man?
He is a lizard man, but even the lizard men don't like Nazis. So what did he? Well, hold on. If he let it happen, we don't know why he let it happen. I'll get there. Anyways, he was standing on his moon base and he saw the three ships creep ever closer, close enough to where they could send the fleet of planes, plane fleet, air fleet, if you will, a fleet of air.
Air Force.
What do you
Squadron.
call a flock of planes? They send a flock of planes towards Hawaii.
Oh my god.
I can just see it. I could see it. Zeros just flapping their wings, motor going. We got it, boys. We got this.
Yes, see, he gets it. He knows how the world works, and FDR saw it,
Oh,
and he turned his
that
head.
stinks.
He turned his head, allowing it to happen, because he knew it would get us involved in the war of the greatest. What other way to get the American people fueled by anger than letting something devastating happen?
Can I say something here to kind of argue about that? Just like 1 second. It's going to be a quick thing.
Okay.
You do realize that if he was if he was to learn of this like a day or the day of it was going to attack, but before it happened, that's going to be enough fuel to even ignite the fire to send us in. If he was to tell everyone and we try to
No,
fight it off, or even if we didn't know and we got attacked and we got caught with our pants down.
I don't think Nathan knows how politics work. As of right now, a lot of people hate the American government. What better way to get the American government to hate somebody else than to let something happen? Something drastic. Take the blame, I say. Take the blame.
You
Where
do
do we
realize
point the
they can
blame
blame the
at?
Japanese for attacking them because they attacked them.
See? And what did FDR do to let that happen? He
He
simply
could have did.
turned his head. He simply turned his head away and let it happen. So that way they could get involved. I think Nathan is trying to bring too much logic into this. This is just truth, okay?
No,
The
I'm being the
conspiracy theory
balance to
that
this because
we
you're giving
know.
nothing but crackpot theories that you've been smoking out of your crack pipe.
Really? I will not sit here and hear your slander, sir.
Says you saying
You
there was a giraffe
alien!
and an elephant on the moon.
It's not my fault Mystery muted me, okay? You guys don't get to hear the full context of that. Which, by the way, the reason there's a giraffe and an elephant on the moon is because there is a live circus at this moon base. You guys didn't let me finish to get there. So, there you go. That's why there's elephants on the moon. They also really like cheese, which the moon is made of. So yep,
Chaston,
that's my argument.
are you texting
Your
Mr.
turn.
E?
I was about to. Oh, is that it, Jacob? Is that
Yep,
your
that's my argument. Yeah, he saw it and turned his head, allowing the American people to get fueled by anger.
So
From
I
the moon.
was way off the mark with what I was preparing.
Let me hear this.
What did you think the bonus question was?
Oh, I had no idea.
You just threw some stuff to get. Oh, you just drew Russia's
Russia's
So-
evidence.
I like it how you kept.
Russia's evidence.
What did you
Okay.
draw?
Russia's evidence, right? Hold on. No. Hold on. This all ties together. So Russia's evidence for FDR knowing or knowing that Pearl Harbor was going to happen, right?
Don't you mean the Soviet Union?
No. This is specifically the country of Russia inside the Soviet Union. Specifically Russia. None of the other provinces. Why are you looking at me like that?
Mr. E, put sparks shooting out of my head and a gear that just flies out.
But so Russia's evidence for knowing this is not what I thought it was gonna be. Nowhere close. Was because they had a time traveled Hitler skull, right? This thing was time traveled back to 39, 41 when Pearl Harbor happened, right? Russia found out weeks before this was going to happen that FDR knew about it. Because on the back of the skull had a message saying he knew. And like, they didn't know what it meant until it happened. And they're like, oh shit. That's what that means. It could have been up to interpretation, but you know, we're not here for interpretation. We're here for facts and knowledge, which is FDR knew it was going to happen because Russia had a Hitler skull that time traveled because Martian technology.
Was Hitler on, or was FDR on the moon? In your theory?
You know, actually, it could tie together. We don't know.
I yield my time.
Nathan, your turn.
All right, I have one thing that I'll probably say, and when this, and also it involves the moon, and probably also the entire multiverse on why he knew.
Oh no, Bill Cipher.
Oh.
Yes. Gonna leave the Book of Bill just sitting back there. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh.
Chester, I don't think you should have done that.
Yeah, now you're You're just an endless loading screen. You're stuck in the shadow realm with Mr. E again.
Can't even hear him.
Uh-oh. 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 Mr. E, give us Chaston back.
He went back over there. Oh, he's back. Can't hear the fool.
Uh-oh.
I think someone's internet crashed.
Probably.
Just because I showed this thing?
Yes. Thanks a lot, Nathan. You know, this is your second episode.
That is funny.
This is your second episode on the podcast, and you already broke
Chaston.
You broke Chaston's internet. I hope you're happy, but
I hope you're happy with the mistakes that you've made along the way. Oh, Mr. E, our Prometheus, what fire of knowledge do you bring to us mortals today? That's a John Chan reference.
Technically speaking, we're not even in the stream room. We're in the editing room. Did anyone else notice that?
What?
Oh, we're in Overtray. Never mind.
Yeah, we're in the pod.
Yes. I looked at the wrong thing. Also, Chaston, are you there?
I think he's still stuck in the shadow realm.
Oh, he's broken.
He's still dead.
Well,
Wow.
so mainly because
It's too powerful.
Nathan managed to broke Chaz's internet by showing the Book of Bill. He wins. There's just no argument. He wins.
Fear my book of power.
I want to hear his argument.
That was the argument.
That is the argument. But
Oh, Chaston just texted me.
yeah,
That's what he said.
I
I
can't.
can't read.
Mr. E, you'll probably have to fix it. Hold on. Ignore
Still
those
can't read it.
messages.
Oh
Oh,
my. Ah.
Make
Okay.
sure you flip this around, Mr. E, so the audience can read it too. Except blur the green messages. We don't need anyone. We don't need anyone in the.
Hello?
Chaston?
Hello.
No, he's
Nope.
still messed up. But
Uh-oh.
He's
Any-
still broken in.
anyways, boys, I think that's where we'll end the episode.
No, we can't end it without Chaston.
Well, apparently he's stuck in the Shadow Realm, so until we figure out how to get him out, we're gonna have to end the episode.
Well,
So,
I'm reading this.
Mr. E banished
I'm
him.
reading this book here. It's not giving me proper instructions.
anyways,
Does that mean I win?
no?
No.
Since I'm the
No,
only one that
you-
gave an argument?
No, Nathan won because he somehow managed to banish Chaston to the Shadow Realm.
No, Mr. E is banishing Chaston to the Shadow Realm because he made him mad.
That's also fair. That's a fair point.
So he's about to leave again. I bet Mr. E is hacking into him right now.
Can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
Can't hear
Why
him,
is
can't
it
see
so-
him, can't
Why is
touch him.
He's back!
He's back!
He's alive!
so
It's
this book
fighting
was
for
too
my
much
life.
Did
Get
you
that
go
book
through
off
the?
your screen.
Did you get? Did you go through like Jumanji or something?
I think you went through Weird McGinn, Jumanji, Mr. E.
What did I miss?
Nathan
You
won.
miss
because
Nathan not giving an argument and
No.
Colby's being biased.
No,
to
I
It's
it.
get
not
the
the-
argument. The
it-
book was the
the
argument.
book is the argument.
and
the
the fact that I banished Chaston for at least 5 minutes.
Yes. But anyways, Justin, I
didn't
think
realize how powerful that book was.
I think you should send Mystery a thorough apology.
I'm gonna send him a good email. I'll give him the hey penny.
Give,
I'll give him. The
I'll
hey
I'll
penny.
give him an extra hay penny too.
Okay.
And I think another reason why the book actually messed with you, Chaston, because I haven't signed it yet.
You need to sign it. Get that bad juju off me.
but anyways, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.
Bye.